Greetings YouTube, this is Phoenicorn from Art Graphics Hub. Hope you're doing well. Today we are going to be drawing the first part of a human body, starting with the most important part, the stick figure base. Feel free to follow along, or if you don't, just watch, that's fine too. Oh, and don't forget to tap the bell icon and share with your friends, as this helps a lot. So with that out of the way, let's ensure we're comfy, take a nice deep relaxing breath, and let's begin. Did you know that the human body is around about 7.5 heads in height? For this first step we're going to use around about 8 heads, just to keep it nice and even. Having an appreciation of this will keep your body proportions somewhat realistic. On the left hand side, let's draw a straight line. Make this line long, but keep it light. Keeping the line long will make it easier to divide it into 8 parts. Next with your line, let's mark the halfway point with another line. Divide both halves in half so you now have 4, then divide once more in half to make 8. Be sure to take your time with this, as accuracy does really help with this part. Now that we have our rough measurements, it's time for the next step, drawing heads. I always find drawing heads is fun to experiment with, so let's try this on a new page. We simply start with a circle and a cross. This will act as a guide for any facial features. At the bottom of the cross, we draw a guideline for the chin. Now we just need to connect the chin to the circle. You can even draw eyes, mouth, ears, whatever you want here if you like. This is your drawing, so feel free to experiment with height and shape. When you're happy with him, let's draw him on our guidelines. Accuracy isn't so important at this part, just treat this as a warm-up exercise for the main event. So how did you get on? Let's draw a new set of guidelines. So let's draw a new guideline right next to the old one. Remembering to divide into halves, quarters, then eighths. The top section is dedicated as a head. Then a quarter of the way down into the next section, draw a line with a very slight curve, kind of like an umbrella. At around about a head's width, draw a circle for shoulders to close the lines off. Next we find the belly button. Let's make him a ninny. Draw 3 ovals, 1 large one for the chest and 2 small ones for the hips. The hips should end around about the halfway point. Once we've done that, 2 small dots around about shoulders width at belly button level. These will be our elbows. Let's draw another curve for the bottom of the rib cage. Think of a closed umbrella. 2 circles for knees right between the bottom of your hips and the bottom of the line. 2 triangles at the bottom. These will be our feet. Just below the hips, let's draw 2 more ovals. These should be around about the same height as the head. And of course, shoulder width. Now all that remains is to connect the limbs with slight curves and then tidy up the line art. And there you have it. I'd love to see your work, so feel free to use the hashtag ArtGraphicsHubStickFigure, and I'll try and respond to everyone. There's also links to recommended books that helped me on my art journey in the description. Remember, drawing is more about the journey and less about the destination. Much like a road trip with friends on a sunny day, so as long as you're having fun, it doesn't matter where you end up. I've been Phoenicorn for Art Graphics Hub, and I hope to see you next time.